Another Adobe Illustrator quick tip by Fatfly Design. Let's look at how to use the knife tool in Adobe Illustrator CC. First, you need to find the knife tool. It's probably hidden behind your eraser tool. It's all the way down here. And also, don't confuse it with the slice tool. That's a completely different tool. It does something different. So we want the knife tool. Let's start by working on this circle here. Just so you can see it in outline mode, this is just a circle with a stroke applied to it. And the knife tool does something completely different than the scissors tool does. What we want to do with the knife tool is we want to start off the edge of our selected object and cut all the way through and off the other edge. So I'm going to start over here. The circle is selected and I'm going to just slice all the way through it. What I end up with is two closed paths, just like this. I'm going to undo that again so you can see it again. I select the object I want to cut, I grab the knife tool, and then I just slice my way through it. What's nice is you can make these really unique organic shapes with it. Keep in mind that you also end up with two closed paths, not two open paths. Okay, so that's the knife tool on a simple circle. Let's go down here below, and here I have two circles. One's filled with yellow, one's filled with orange. Now, if I want to cut through both of these circles, I need to select them both. I need to grab the knife tool and slice my way through both of them. And what I end up with in this case is four closed paths because they were two separate shapes. I'm going to undo that all the way back until they're not cut. What if I only want to cut through the yellow circle and not the orange circle? Well, all I need to do is select the yellow circle, do not select the orange circle, grab my knife tool and cut through, and what I end up with is that the yellow circle's been cut, but the orange circle is still intact. That's a good example as to why you need to select what you want to cut before you use the knife tool, because it only cuts through what's selected. Now, I do want to point out something else with the knife tool. What you probably want to avoid with the knife tool is, I've got this yellow circle selected, is starting off the edge and starting to cut through it and then stopping before you go off the other edge. Because what you've ended up with is just making a slice through here, and it's just this weird shape. They're not two separate shapes here. The same thing applies about starting inside the circle and then cutting out. It doesn't cut all the way through. A mistake I see quite often that beginners make is they try to be very precise of where they start their cut. Start way out here on the outside, it's much easier, and then work your way through, ending up with two closed paths. So let's move on to a little more complex shape. This was created by typing with a dingbat font, and then I created outlines, and then I actually released the compound paths. It's no longer a compound path, so those have been released, and then I colored each separate piece. So what I want to do here, but they're grouped together, so I'm going to go to Object, Ungroup, and then I'm going to select just the green portion of this monster and grab the knife tool, and I'm going to make a cut along here, and I'm going to make a cut along here. And what that'll allow me to do now is actually come in here, because I've got three different closed paths now, and I can color his body in three different colors. Okay? So keep in mind, when you use the knife tool, you're going to end up with closed paths. You need to start off the object, slice all the way through the object, and you have to select what you want to cut before you use the knife tool. Thanks for watching this Illustrator quick tip. I hope it was helpful. If you like what you saw, please hit like and subscribe below. And if you get a chance, visit my website at fatflydesign.com.